Daniel here from the Next Stage Podcast. On today's video, we will have an advanced review for Human Remains number one. This is a new comic from Vault Comics. It is written by Peter Milligan, art by Sally Cantorino, color by Dearbhla Kelly, and cover by Sally Cantorino with letters by End World Design. So in this comic, we meet, we actually encounter a new world. It's a shocking tale of pent up emotions, perilously loud sex, and forced composure in the face of unspeakable error. What all this means is that in this comic, Earth has a new and terrible invader. There are these monsters that deprive us of feelings and emotions and the things that kind of make us human. So anytime that happens, bad things happen, really. So it's a terrifying world. We do get to meet our protagonists, Dax and Bisa, who love each other and they're getting married. Kind of what you saw on the cover. So the comic opens really strong with the world building. We have this these panels here, actually these two pages. So in the first one, we see this message from the government: all expressions of fear, anger, love, lust, and humor are forbidden in public places. Emotions cost lives, and that's taped to the post here. And then we meet this couple, and like this comic postulates a world where people have to stay indoors, be safe, but also you can't express your emotions. So I think this kind of resonates a lot with everything that's kind of going on in the past few months. It might have been inspired by that. I don't really know. I haven't seen anything from Peter Milligan or the team as to how this comic came about. But then it has this obviously enhanced twist, and so as we kind of move through the comic, we see an example of what happens when somebody doesn't check their emotions. We have this guy that he's finally fed up. He's going outside. He's gonna exclaim, and then we see this thing open up, this little portal black hole thing, which is where the government advises against expressions in public places. And yeah, it's pretty brutal, pretty gruesome. Like you can see here on the art, I think Cantirino and Kelly did a great job illustrating, like with both the art and the colors. I mean, look at all that red, but also look at the portal where the creature kind of came out of. It's all pretty brutal. Like this comic did not like it threw us into the deep end, and I was immediately into like, all right. It kind of felt to me like a quiet place, but obviously the twist here is that it's with emotions, and unlike the quiet place, we have a little bit of safety within the walls of the confines of our home. So yeah, it's pretty wild. Like it's a combination of a lot of things here. Um, so this was very very surprising. Like a start like that, where it just kind of hits you in the face. But Vault's been doing some really cool stuff. They've had some books with pretty interesting premises. This isn't exactly on their Nightfall horror line, but it still feels, like horror, sci-fi, like all that kind of good stuff. We do meet more characters. We have here a government scientist, or a scientist that works with the government. So I think through this storyline, we're going to learn not only more about the world, but more about these creatures and how we are probably trying to defend against them. So overall, this first issue, there's a lot more stuff. You get to see a lot more stuff. I didn't even grab any panels or of Dax and Bisa because I kind of want that part of the comic to be a surprise for the reader. But yeah, this was a very interesting premise. I think it was very well executed. I would say, for me, I feel because of the pacing of the book, to me, it will read better as a collection or once the arc is completed. I don't really know if it's an ongoing or just a miniseries, but I think either way, I'll collect a few and then read them. But it looks very interesting. Like I mentioned, the art's great, and I'm very intrigued. I think Vault's been killing it with these type of titles. where they just give you some like an interesting premise, and they put a little twist on it of something that may be familiar, or maybe something that has to do with the real world and stuff like that. So yeah, this was very good. So thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you thought of the book if you pick it up. This will be available in stores and online on Comixology and other wherever you get your digital comics on September 29th, 2021. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Check out our Patreon. We have a Patreon now. We're gonna start building it now that we actually have. We have it's really a tip jars kind of situation, but now that we have more patrons, we want to bring more structure to it. So the more we grow and the more you guys support the channel, the more structure we can bring to the Patreon, because we'll have time and resources to allocate towards that. So, which we're planning on doing, just any advanced reviews. Like we shoot a lot of these videos up front, so anything like that, patrons will get first looks at um, our comics for the week, our notes about the show and what's coming up, just stuff like that, a little behind the scenes for the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.